Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Oh my goodness, today's video is so exciting. We're going to be talking about new brands at Sephora that are surprisingly affordable. Yes, Sephora, affordable. I know these words very rarely go together, but I have some very exciting makeup and kind of skincare-ish products to share with you in today's video. I'm going to be applying them to my face and talking about them as I apply them. This is not first impressions. I have been trying these products for a couple of weeks at this point. If you are new to this channel, I have timestamps and links to everything I will talk about in the description box below, and also way at the bottom of the description box I have all of my shades, my skin type listed out. I try to make that description box as helpful as possible for you. Mainly because I know when I'm looking up reviews, it is so unhelpful to me when I see someone reviewing foundation, but they don't talk at all about their skin type or their other foundation shades. I feel like I often look to videos not just for, how is a foundation, but what's a good match, Also, you can always ask questions in my comment section and share any feedback that you have with these products. And I also think that since this is a little bit of a strange hybrid makeup skincare video, I will start with the more skincare-like product so you don't have to watch the makeup portion if you don't wear makeup. So let's go ahead and get to reviewing. I do want to start with the Saie Glowy Super Gel. So this is not a new brand, it's just new to Sephora. It is a clean brand if that's important to you. This is completely recyclable packaging also. Apparently you can pull out the plastic pump easily, which is a detail I very much do appreciate. But what really stands out to me about this is we are talking about a glowy all over product here that is $25 for an ounce. Let me tell you, that had my attention immediately because I've bought a lot of dewy type of products. I just recently repurchased a favorite dewy type of product that was over $50. For this to be in such pretty packaging and only $25, I knew that I had to give it a try. But like I said in the intro, this is the skincare makeup hybrid. It's actually, in my opinion, a lot more of a skincare product. Less so because of the ingredients and more so because of the appearance. I promise I will try to make this much more clear. In terms of ingredients, it's a nice formula. They boast that it's 80% water, which is such a bizarre selling point to me because I feel like the skincare community rarely wants to know the water content of the products that we're paying often a lot for, right? But yeah, that's probably pretty accurate. I'm surprised it's that low, actually. As far as the rest of the ingredients, we don't have any silicone-free product here. We have squalane, we have fatty alcohols, glycerin, papaya seed oil, rosehip oil, a little tiny bit of lactic. But where this product shines is its shine. You see what I did there? It's a glowy gel product where if you're happy with your skin and you don't really want to wear foundation anymore, but you want to have a little bit more glow to your skin, I feel like you will absolutely love this. It's such a wonderful foundation alternative. And it's funny because I've seen some makeup reviews where makeup wearers have not enjoyed this. And that's why I really wanted to open this up by highlighting that I think it's more for people who don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't necessarily think it's quite a primer, even though you might think that it is. I certainly initially thought it was. Becca had the backlight priming filter as an example here, which was a glowy primer. This is way more subdued. Way more subdued than that. In fact, the reality is, and the reason I'm not applying this to my face right now, is because when you put foundation over this, you kind of lose the glow. I'm telling you, it is genuinely a foundation alternative for people who truly don't want any coverage, they just want glow. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so mad at myself. I got in my little pop favorite set, which has the Glow Recipe Dewdrops, and I still haven't swatched that next to this. Let's do that. I will put up a close-up of what I'm looking at so you can see this more clearly, but yeah, they're not even related. The Glow Recipe is definitely more of a serum-like consistency. This is closer to a primer consistency, but I'm telling you, don't wear it under foundation. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do with this is apply it to my cheekbones, but you will see once I put foundation on over it that we lose a little bit of the effect. which is absolutely the reason why I'm not taking it all over my entire face. I just don't see a point in applying this under foundation. You see how natural that looks? It looks like I did not put anything on. I just happen to coincidentally have shiny cheekbones. So yeah, it's funny. At the end of the day, I wouldn't really recommend this as a makeup product. Instead, I would recommend it as a skincare lover's makeup alternative. Well, that's a mouthful, but alas, that is where we are. But let's get into what I kind of feel is maybe the star of the show here. This is the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation. $22? Are you kidding me? Look at this packaging. It's beautiful. It's glass. It's rose gold. This does not look like a $22 foundation. The question is it any good? Y'all, it is phenomenal. Like one of the best foundations I've bought in a while. Satisfy your skincare and foundation fix at the same time with this clean, light to medium coverage foundation infused with nourishing skincare like ashwagandha, hyaluronic acid, and turmeric to enhance the look of your complexion. This undetectable serum foundation instantly diffuses the look of dark spots, pores, fine lines, and imperfections without masking your skin's natural beauty. I find that to be a very accurate description. No added silicone, high in avocado oil. That's one of my favorite oils. I think it works really well for dry skin types. We have some jojoba oil in here, turmeric, ginseng. A little bit of adaptogens. We've got ashwagandha in here. Again, I don't usually rely on foundations for skincare needs, but it is quite a nice ingredients list and no added fragrance. I like applying this with a sponge. I do think that it lives up to the light medium coverage, and so a sponge works really well, really fast to apply. It's honestly just an easy to use foundation, and that's been my problem for a while. You know what's funny? I feel like the year 2019 was a great year for foundation. Oh, we had a lot of good foundations come out that year, but I don't know what happened in 2020 aside from everything that happened in 2020. But like every foundation that came out was kind of awful on my dry skin. At the end of 2019, I did a roundup of all of the foundations I tried. I was not about to do that in 2020. I just didn't like them. I mean, the Rare Beauty foundation, not for dry skin. I'm sorry, it's just not. I know, ooh, that ended up being a sensitive topic, but it is not for dry skin. At least not more mature dry skin. Perhaps I should say that. Yeah, you know, I'm in my 30s. Yeah, that was not a good choice for me. This one is stunning. I'm really pleased with this coverage, which is kind of more on the light side, but I'm going to build it up so you can see this shade. I actually had a little bit of trouble selecting a shade. I thought the neutral looked a little bit cool in the pictures, so I decided to go with golden. My skin tone is neutral with olive, and they don't actually have a fair olive shade, which is fine. I can usually pull off, especially with light coverage, a neutral foundation. But yeah, I was worried about that. I feel like a lot of times the neutral in some brands is too cool. So this is the golden. It looks a whole lot better for me to choose a warmer shade than a cooler shade. So yeah, this one is shade LG3. I'm thinking I maybe could have gone with the neutral. It's just so hard to judge from pictures online. It's so hard. We'll do the old blending down. We'll blend it down my neck a bit. What do you think? That should help, right? I'm amazed by this. I think it is absolutely incredible. This brand is cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free, in case you decide to snack on your foundation. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice, though. It truly is. This is a Black-owned, woman-owned brand, by the way, with incredible prices, gorgeous products that perform well. I am so happy with this brand. I am so happy. Oh, and oh my goodness, let me not forget to tell you, they do sell a primer, but I decided to go with this, my Wet n Wild Impossible Primer, which I talked about in last week's video. It's so stinky good. I can't get over that it's $7, silicone-free, blurs my pores. That is actually an important detail I did not want to forget to mention. That's the one thing I would say with this foundation is I feel like it was slightly making my pores look a little bit larger, probably because it's a little bit on the dewy side. So I would recommend a blurring primer. So I also bought their setting powder in the shade Resilience, which is supposed to be transparent. I was actually I was excited for this one because I saw someone say it's not translucent, it's got a bit of a gray tone to it. Well, so does my skin, so sign me up. Hold on, y'all, I'm almost forgetting concealer, and I did not buy a new one. We're just gonna use my old favorite, the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Concealer. This is going to be 50% off in the Ulta sale, I think. Oh my gosh, I don't remember what week. Second or third week? I'll make sure to let you know when I do my next Ulta video. One thing about being a makeup enthusiast is that your quest never ends for the perfect products, except for on very rare occasions. And for me, it ended with this darn Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Concealer. It's the most bizarre thing. It is my absolute favorite concealer for under my eyes of all time. But know that I don't really deal with dark circles under my eyes. I just like a little tiny bit of brightening and that's it. Do I look tired in today's video? Actually, I admit that this is one of my 5 not finer days of the month, if you know what I'm talking about. I hope today's video is not late, but if it is, that's the reason. It's really hard to find motivation during these 5 days. I'll do it. I will do it. I will still have my Ulta video up. I will still eventually have this video up, but it's a little challenging. I have 2 friends that are helping me get through my rough days here. My Butters Hygienics PMS Rescue, I actually ended up loving this, and then my Kopari CBD Rescue Balm, because it's not just my stomach, it's also my knees, my lower back. I have a rough time in the month. I should tell you about the brush I'm using. This is the Instapop face brush from Real Techniques. I heard they're discontinuing this collection, but I hope that's just a rumor because it's really nice for pressed powders. Pressed powders seem to be having a moment, so it'd be a good time for you to make sure you have it in stock, Real Techniques. But yeah, it's really good for a great shape for dipping into your pressed powder. Last item from LYS Beauty. This is the Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in the shade Kindness. I cannot get over that this is $16. It is a beautiful cream blush. Do you realize that $16 is basically drugstore pricing, except in stunning packaging from Sephora? It's mind-blowing. Take a penny off, $15.99. That's L'Oreal pricing. Am I wrong? For a clean and stunningly pigmented blush, I'm amazed by it. I tried the brand Merit a couple weeks ago at this point. If you're interested in a comparison, that's another clean new brand. What I would tell you is that their products are a lot less intense. These, I mean, it's a black-owned brand. They make shades that I assume would work on everybody, and so you're getting a lot of pigment. Look at that. It's so beautiful. I'm diverging from the clean beauty for this next product, but I do want to use some eyeshadow today, and I bought the Always On Cream Shadow from Smashbox in the shade Guava. Totally because Tina from the Fancy Face talked me into this. She has no idea that she talked me into it, but she certainly did, and it is actually a stunning cream shadow, and that's coming from someone who has not been able to make cream shadow work for me. I do not know what on earth it is, but cream shadow, it's just been such a struggle for me, and yet this one, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I think part of the trick, I'm using a concealer brush. I noticed she did the same thing, and I think that works a lot better than an eyeshadow brush. Sometimes I think I don't talk enough about brushes on this channel, but they really do, they do make a big difference. I just always defaulted to Yori of, what's her channel name? Personal Beauty Lab. She hasn't been putting up too many videos lately, but she's my brush expert. Oh wait, I have 2 tips for application with this. First of all, I actually started with the Anastasia primer. I started with that one even though it's not my favorite because it does have a fantastic white base to it, which really brings out the color of this eyeshadow. Then I applied it with a concealer brush, and now I'm blending out the edges with an actual eyeshadow brush. Look at that, it's just such a gorgeous color. It's so incredibly easy to apply, and it does not budge. I see why Tina was going off about how gorgeous this is. It is amazing. So I finished up the other eye off camera and added some eyeliner. Please don't look too closely. I'm a little shaky today, and you can tell if you look real closely. But anyway, is it just me or did I choose that color perfectly? Do I have a favorite color? What shade did I buy? Guava? Huh. Perhaps I was a guava fruit in a past life. I think the cat life was more recent personally, but it's difficult to know. Actually, I'm going to do brows next. I'm going to use the Merit Brow in Blonde, which I did say I really enjoy from this brand. I really love Merit. The only thing I wouldn't particularly recommend to you is the foundation, just because complexions stick, just because of the quantity you get for the price. I have a video on that if I haven't already linked it at some other point in this video. Next up is the Bite Beauty Upswing Full Volume Mascara. That is the sample I chose with my Sephora order. Yeah, I've seen some pretty mixed reviews on this also, but you could apply that to the entirety of the Bite Beauty brand since they went full vegan. Look at the size of this brush. I hope this goes well, especially on a shaky day for me here. Oh my. The Benefit Magnet mascara that I've been talking about in quite a few videos. So I figured it out. It needs primer, and a good primer. Once I paired that with the Lancome, what's that called? What's that called? The Lancome primer? That's all it took. Once I paired it with that stayed in place. Whoa, look how clumpy this is. It turned 5 lashes into 1. That's some alchemy. Good thing I have my wand right here. We'll comb that out. Yeah, this might be a better mascara as a second mascara, if any of you do that, the whole multiple mascaras technique, but yeah, I don't particularly love it on its own either. Come on, comb out. Oh, I should have started with another mascara. Look at how clumpy this is. Do you see? You see that? Whoa. I bet the other side will be better just because I currently have less lashes on that side for whatever reason. Less nutrients in the eyelash soil, perhaps? I don't know. What am I even saying? I really don't know. I mean, it's a fast mascara, and I will, to its credit, I will say it does not run as much as I expected it to. I got a little tiny bit of flaking, but not too much. It's not bad. It's just clumpy. So I finished off today's look with the Merit Beauty Lip Oil in On Natural. I forgot to mention earlier, these were gifted to me. Everything else I bought in my own little miniature Sephora haul. And then of course also a hat, because all of you have collectively decided to be the Mad Hatters. I'm game. I love hats. I'll wear them every day if you want me to. But I have to say, Alice and the Mad Hatters sounds like a great band name. What type of music would we be? Oh, I bet folk. I bet it's folk music. Let's wrap this video up with some final thoughts. Can I comment on how comfortable everything I'm wearing is? I feel like we don't necessarily talk about this enough, but everything is pretty light. Even the mascara is a little bit lighter, although in all truth, it's probably the product in this video that I like the least. I think it's too clumpy for me to really highly recommend it. I'd have to say the stars of today's show is absolutely the LYS Beauty products. All of them. They are amazing. They are priced very fairly. They are made so well. They're really good products. Also, the Smashbox eyeshadow. I've never in my life been able to even work with a cream eyeshadow. So to not just have found one, but to have found one that I love, that's a win. And I will say I like the Saie as a foundation alternative, only as a foundation alternative. If you have wanted to wear things like the Becca Backlight on its own, but you couldn't because it was way too much, this is a much more toned down daily skincare makeup hybrid. I'm telling you, that's what it is. And that's it. We've come to the end. I hate my outro so much. I've got to change it. It's really starting to bug me because it's the same thing in every video. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Still do the same exact outro, I know.